there, Grateful Gang. Welcome to Gratefully Living the Chronic Life. I am Lauren Blanchard Zaleski, and this is episode 57 of Gratefully Living the Chronic Life. Welcome. If you're brand new to the broadcast, I welcome you. I come to you each Thursday night at this time, and we offer different topics, usually having a guest on each week, an expert guest. But tonight, the expert guest is me. I'm flying solo tonight, but I've got a great topic. We do an interactive broadcast here, so we are very into, please offer your comments, questions, thoughts, tips for us. The goal of Gratefully Living the Chronic Life is for all of us to kind of work together, offer tidbits and tips on living our best lives despite our struggles. Many of us live with chronic pain and illness that come to this broadcast. I have a group on Facebook called Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain, which you can see up there in the corner. So if you are joining us from the group, welcome. If you're not a member of the group, we would love to have you. We are 6,300 something strong. And what makes our group unique is that we are a gratitude group for people who live with chronic pain and illness, but we do not talk about our conditions and we don't complain. Not that that stuff isn't important, it is. And we offer live chats twice a week to be able to do those things. But when I formed the group almost 7 years ago, I wanted to offer kind of a sanctuary, kind of a place you can go for like a break, from the negative stuff that many of us deal with on a day-to-day basis. So we offer inspirational quotes. We do daily intentions each day, kind of mapping out our day. So we feel like we have some kind of something to kind of go towards for our day without setting hardcore goals that we may not be able to meet because of our conditions. But we don't all live with chronic pain and illness who watch this show. Many of us live with depression, anxiety. Anybody who struggles is going to get something out of our broadcast. Our main umbrella is gratitude. And my story is deeply based in gratitude. I hit a very bad rock bottom. I've lived with chronic pain and illness for 20 years. 8 years ago, I hit a rock bottom with alcohol. I was using it as my pain medication, which was not a good idea, and I do not recommend it. But I really had kind of an eye-opening, profound experience. It was the worst day of my life as well as the best day of my life. And I was fortunate to be able to go to a 30-day inpatient pain program where I got sober and I learned how to live a better life with chronic pain and illness by way of accepting my condition and then moving forward. And that is what this broadcast is about. So I welcome you all watching live. Let's see who we've got here. We've got a couple comments here. Hello. If you're watching from inside the group, you need to sign in with StreamYard. Otherwise, on my screen, you're going to come up as just Facebook user, not your name. So you can log out and log back in if you want to. You should only have to do it once. Once you do it, you should never have to do it again. And Seaton's here. Hello, Seaton. Thank you for joining us. Tonight's topic, which I was supposed to do, I think it's about a month or so ago, I was supposed to do this topic. And then I canceled the broadcast at the last minute. I wasn't feeling well. Imagine that. So it's going to be on new ways to boost your gratitude practice. Maybe you practice gratitude. Maybe you're a member of Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain and you do our daily gratitude practice, but maybe you're just so in the groove with your gratitude practice that it's getting a little tired and stale, and you're looking for new ways to kind of pump up your gratitude practice. That's what this episode is about. I have a lot of great ideas for you guys, and I want to hear your ideas also. We all know about gratitude journaling, of course, which is a really awesome way to practice gratitude on a daily basis. But maybe you're kind of sick of that and you want to try something new. So hopefully, the purpose of this broadcast is for me to talk for an hour, usually with a guest, and maybe you can take a good nugget here and there that you can apply to your life and live your best life. So I give away prizes at each broadcast, and tonight, because usually the guest who's on offers a copy of their book. But since the guest is me tonight, giving away these sticky notes that say, "Today I am grateful for," with the attitude of gratitude with chronic pain logo on it. And I forgot to put the I forgot to put the game thing up. Hi, Mary. Mary's here. Hello. Hang on. Let me get the game thing up. Because if I don't put that up, if you put in #gratitude, it's not going to work. Hang on. Bear with me, gang. Let's see. StreamYard giveaway tool. Here we go. Choose a broadcast. Here we go. #gratitude. All right, we're good to go. So in order to win these awesome sticky notes that say, "Today I'm grateful for," which is a great way to boost your gratitude practice, putting your gratitude on a little sticky note like this, putting them around the house on mirrors. Didn't even think of that on my list, but it's a great way. So in order to win, all you have to do in the comments at some point during the broadcast is just put in #gratitude. However, you do have to be signed in through StreamYard if you're watching through the group. So #gratitude, and you can win these awesome sticky notes. Let me tell you, well, first of all, we had some crazy I'm in New Jersey. We had some crazy weather last night. I know many of you on the East Coast, actually everywhere in the country, it seems like people are going through crazy weather. Out west, it's the awful, wildfires, and I hope everybody who's watching is okay with those. Down in Louisiana, they got hit very, very hard by Hurricane Ida. We in New Jersey got hit by the tail end of it last night, and boy, it was a doozy. There's flooding all over the place. I don't know if you guys were watching any of the news this morning, but New York City, the subways were flooding, and I think it went all the way up through Massachusetts. So I hope everybody is okay. We did not lose power, which is unusual for us. I'm grateful for that. What else is going on? It's September. Welcome to September. If you are in attitude of gratitude with chronic pain, and let me put up the name. There it is. That's the name of our group on Facebook. If you're not a member, we would love to have you. We have a separate sister group, the AOG Book Club, and we are revamping it thanks to our moderator, Jill Cook. We've started a new challenge this month based on the book by Jen Sincero, "You Are a Badass," I believe is the title. So it's not too late to join. It's a very relaxed book club where even if you don't read for a week, 2 weeks, whatever, it's okay. There's really no time frame. It's kind of do it on your own time frame. So join that with Jill. Thank you, Jill, for doing that. I want to thank Lisa Waldman, who was my guest last week. What a guest she was, you guys, right? She setting it for, I forget the name of the topic, but it was all on being able to change. And she was such a great guest. Congratulations to Brenda Royer, who won her book. Lisa, you were awesome. Thank you for being on the show. I have some awesome guests coming up in September. First of all, September, although it is not National Gratitude Month, that is November because of Thanksgiving. September 21st is World Gratitude Day, which is usually it's always a big day in AOG. I usually we usually do all sorts of fun things in the group, and I always do a live broadcast, and this year is going to be no exception. So first, let me tell you what's coming up in September. It's all based on gratitude. So first, we have next week, have an awesome guest. Her name's Julie Boyer, and she hosts the podcast called Wake Up with Gratitude. And she does a host of other things. If you think I have a lot of balls in the air, this girl, she's really got a lot of balls in the air, but she is awesome. I met with her yesterday. She's got a great story. Her podcast, Wake Up with Gratitude, is really great. So I highly recommend it. So she's going to be with us next week. And then who's after that? Oh, there's her podcast, Wake Up with Gratitude. Check that out. The following week, I have Holly Bertone of Pink Fortitude coming on. Holly has organized a summit called Gratitude Builds Fortitude. And we're not officially allowed to advertise it yet, but I am actually she's got 30 speakers speaking during this summit. It's too early to sign up. I believe September 13th starts sign up. But I am one of the speakers. There I am. I think I'll be on the first day, which is, what is the first day? Write it down somewhere. September, I don't know. I will let you know. Let me see. Maybe the next slide says. No, it does not. I meant to have the date. All right. Well, it's like September 20 something, but when she comes on the show, I will definitely keep you guys posted. She's got, like I said, 30 speakers, and it's going to be great. So after Holly's on, then I'm doing a bonus episode on the 21st. Oop, skipped over. All right. Bonus episode on the 21st, is going to be me. And then the last guest of September, gosh, I'm excited about her. I've been trying to get her for a really long time. Her name is Dr. Fuchsia Sira, and I'm probably brutalizing her last name, but she is the world's leading expert researcher on how gratitude helps people with chronic pain. I'm not even kidding. If you see a study about gratitude and chronic pain, it usually has her as the lead researcher. She's American, however, she lives in England. She's out of the University of Sheffield. And she's just fantastic. I met with her a few weeks ago. Because of the time difference, because she's in the UK, we are doing a special time. It's going to be at 4 p.m. live Eastern Standard Time. Although, of course, like all of my episodes, it will be recorded for later viewing. I wanted to show you guys one of her videos. It's really short, but I just want to show you what she's about. Not only does she research on gratitude and chronic pain, she also does a lot of research on perfectionism and procrastination for people that live with chronic illness, which I find incredibly fascinating. And I think you guys will too. So she's going to talk about all of that with us. Let me find, let's see, stop sharing that. Let me find her video if I can. It's short. I was so excited that she agreed to come on. In fact, she said, I'll come on as many times as you want, which is great. Okay, let's see if we can get this going.
My research is broadly defined is looking at the factors for risk and resilience for people's health and well-being. And obviously gratitude is one of those factors. I think one of the reasons I've looked a lot to studying gratitude in the context of chronic illness is when you live with a chronic health condition or a chronic illness, such as something like heart.
Uh-oh, buffering. Hang on. Oh, this has never happened before. That's unusual. I've never had. Let's try again. Aw. That's really weird. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for it to buffer, let's see some of the comments that are coming in. All right. We've got a lot of people. Hashtag gratitude to win. We've got Seton Mary's here. Sandy's here. Hello, Sandy. Nice. Jennifer Marler's here. Hey, Jen. Thanks for being here. Vicki Blackburn's here. Hi, Vicki. Thanks for being here. Facebook user says crazy rain in Connecticut. I know it. I know it. Oh, Jill Cook. Hey, Jill. Awesome programming. Can't wait to see you at the summit. Thank you. I'm excited. When she asked me to be part of it, I was super excited. When she said it's about gratitude and chronic pain, I'm like, that's my jam. So I will let you guys know about that. This is really strange. I want you guys to hear what she has to say, but I've never had this issue with StreamYard before. And my internet's pretty fast. All right. Maybe we'll try again later with Dr. Fuchsia Sira, but you have to trust me. She's just awesome. And so honored that she's coming on the show. All right, let's stop sharing that. Fuchsia will try to get you back. procrastination is a great topic. Not only is it a great topic, I'm fascinated as to how it applies to people that live with chronic illness. She really, oh gosh, I think we're going to be able to talk to her for like 3 hours. So I was excited when she said that she was willing to come back. Hey, Sandy, Fuchsia's an awesome name. It sure is. Linda Kanaliki is here. Hi, Linda. Awesome. So yeah, Fuchsia's still buffering. That's unfortunate. Maybe if I close it out and go back in. Yeah, like if I go to her website and read her abstracts, and trust me, I'm no scientist, so reading abstracts is so not fun for me. But her research is like, it's like going into like down the dark rabbit hole. You know, you can't stop because she's got so much good information for us. So I'm excited to bring her on for you guys. All right, let's see what we got here. So again, to win the beautiful sticky notes, #gratitude. Oh, and my book, I got this week, my publisher sent me, it's called I'm new to all this publishing stuff. So it's like the first mock-up of what my book's going to look like. The cover is not done yet, but the rest of it's done. They call it Pass 1, which I didn't know, but it looks so super cool. I wish I could share it with you guys, but I cannot. But they've pushed the release date up now. It's November 23rd. It'll be released. So, and I think pre-sale coming up soon. So I will let you guys know about that. Okay, so our topic is, again, ways to boost our gratitude practice. Maybe you've got a tired practice. Maybe you don't have a practice and you're looking, maybe you don't want a gratitude journal, or, you know, if you're a member of Attitude of Gratitude with chronic pain, we do daily gratitude each day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We ask, what are you grateful for today? And, you know, being a part of a group like AOG is certainly a great way to boost your gratitude, you know, not to plug us, but I'm going to, because, you know, the whole group revolves around gratitude. There's another great gratitude group, actually. I forgot to mention this as well in my notes. It's just called, I think it's called Gratitude. It's got like, I want to say 164,000 people in it. And it's a really great group. You should check it out. There's a whole bunch of gratitude groups on Facebook, and I've joined some, and I tend to not join a lot of other groups because I'm always busy with AOG, honestly. But yeah, Gratitude is a great group. So if you find a group called Gratitude with like 164K people in it, that's a really good one. And I post a lot of my quotes in there, and they're kind enough to put them in. So here, benefits of gratitude. I probably don't need to say this to you guys if you're watching. It's like preaching to the choir, but there are so many benefits to gratitude. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. You think, or, you know, you're living with gratitude's a feeling. Gratefulness is a way of life, right? So when you're living with gratitude or gratefulness, you have a better sense of well-being, right? You have greater joy in your life. When you have gratitude in your life, studies show that many studies by usually Dr. Fuchsia Sirah, your health is improved. It improves your sleep, improves your social connections. You know, being a member of AOG obviously helps with that too. It improves your mental strength, believe it or not. They're showing it reduces inflammation. It lowers your blood pressure, helps you with empathy. Like these scientific studies that they're now doing is fascinating to me. I kind of think like I was gratitude before gratitude was cool, because I've been doing this quite a long time now. But it's always so exciting for me to see, like, all right, scientists are now in on the thing. Gratitude's free. Is it easy? No, it's not always easy. That's why we need tools, and we need broadcasts like this and articles and all that to find out, how can we find gratitude in a world, in a life that's really, really difficult. You know, we've got a lot of bad things going on in the world, always, right now in particular, for sure. You know, if you live with a chronic condition, you're constantly living with pain. How do you find gratitude during times like this, it is not always easy. It's not as simple as just looking at the bright side of things. That's not what gratitude is. Gratitude is a true feeling. It is a practice. You have to do it in order for you to get good at it. You can't just do it, willy-nilly here and there on a not daily basis. You really need to kind of make it a daily practice. There's a quote by somebody, and I forget who. It's gratitude is a muscle, and you need to exercise it just like a muscle. And the more you exercise it, the stronger the muscle gets. I'm totally paraphrasing that quote, but that's essentially what it says. And it is true with gratitude for sure. The more you practice it, the better it gets. Mindfulness, meditation, the same exact thing. You can't expect to go do a meditation for 5-10 minutes and you're just not getting it and saying, it doesn't work for me. You really need to give it a shot. And I promise you, it works if you work it, which is something we say in the 12-step meetings that many of us attend. So there's so many benefits to gratitude, and that is why we want to do it. When you live with chronic conditions, of course, finding it is a lot more difficult. So what can we do? Of course, you can join the group. You can gratitude journal. Keeping a daily journal of things that go well in your life is great. But what are some new ideas? And I want to hear from you guys if you have any unique ideas on finding gratitude in your life. But I found a whole bunch, and I hope we can get to them all. I'm going to skip around here, but years ago, many of you that are in the group know that I embarked in 2016 on something I called my gratitude project of 2016. And I decided on my personal Facebook page, every day for the entire year, I was going to post one thing I was grateful for each day. And I've shared this before on this broadcast, but my rules were I couldn't repeat, or I tried not to repeat. 366 days of gratitude. I'm sure I must have repeated somewhere, but I tried not to repeat. And I wanted to try to make them things that weren't of material value, because I wanted the reader to be able to relate to anything that I had to say, regardless of financial situation or whatever. So I did it. I did it every day for the whole year. It was hard. It was really, really hard. So you could try something like that, but I'm not suggesting you do it for the year unless you really want to. It made a profound difference in my life, to be honest with you. It really upped my gratitude, 1,000 times fold. It was incredible when you really dig deep and look for true things to be grateful for. You've already listed clean drinking water, clean air, to breathe, a bed to sleep in, all of those things. You hit all those things come January 31st, and then you've got the rest of the year, and you've really got to dig deep. So I wanted to share with you, I've been reposting like the 5-year anniversary of my gratitude practice on my Facebook page, my Gratitude Addict Facebook page, as well as my website, which is gratitudeaddict.com. So here, if you want to, let me try to increase this, see if I can do that. If you are looking for new ways to be grateful, or you want to get inspired, you can go to my page, gratitudeaddict.com, and there's a menu item for the Gratitude Project of 2016. I talk about the project, and I've been posting each day 5 years ago today on my gratitude project. So today, this was today's from 5 years ago today. Will this share? No, it won't. So it was, I'm grateful for the beach. And I happened to be at the beach on this day, and I talked about loving the ocean. I could watch it all day long. The sound of the waves is meditative for me. So that was a great one. Let's see if I can get back here. Cannot get back. Oh, wait, can I? Yes, I can. Okay. The day before, I was great. Today, I'm grateful for compliments. Like, you don't really think of those things normally when you're thinking of today, I'm grateful for. What was I grateful for the day before? Oh, that was a funny one. The rare occasions I'm grateful for when I'm in the fastest checkout line at the grocery store. Oh, then it was my hairdresser for getting rid of my gray hairs. Gratitude day 242, grateful for new ideas. So when you're really digging deep, you can find, you'd be surprised at what you can find. So maybe a gratitude project of some kind on your social media. Do it for a week, even a month, a year is very ambitious, but hey, go for it if you want. And so we've got some comments here. We trust you. Thank you. I guess that's about poor Fuchsia. I had this great video of Fuchsia's. Mary says, I've become the queen of procrastination. You and me both, my friend. Hello, Grateful Tears. Sarah Garrison's here. Hello. Don't forget, if you're watching from inside Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain, you have to give StreamYard permission to use your name and photo because we're a private group. So you can either log out, log back in, and grant them permission, because otherwise you show up on my screen as Facebook user and we don't know who you are. But hi, all late to join. Unfortunately, happy to be here. Glad you're here, Facebook user. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. You also have the option of watching on my Facebook page, my Gratitude Addict Facebook page, where you don't have to worry about signing in, or my YouTube channel, which is Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain. Yes, Lauren, you are saying exactly what I typed for my grateful post today. Which one? Not sure. A choice, a practice, a habit. Be consistent in being, yes, you have to be consistent in being grateful. And trust me, I'm the gratitude addict. I have always been a relatively positive person, except for the dark period I had, prior to 8 years ago. And gratitude most days does come easily for me. However, there are those days for sure where I'm really kind of surprised at myself. I can't think of things. Like I know my husband, my kids, and all that, but I find it hard to find something else. And it's because sometimes the pain just overtakes you, let's face it, whether it's emotional, physical, or both. It really can be difficult. So it's not an easy thing to be grateful, which is why I wanted to offer you this episode. So, doing a gratitude project is something you can do. Find a gratitude texting partner. This is a new idea that I found that I thought was interesting. Find somebody that you text, or maybe even email, but texting would be kind of fun because it's, instantaneous. Sync up with somebody, have like an accountability partner and say, hey, would you like to be my gratitude texting partner? Text them something you're grateful for every day for a week, a month, a year. It's something that holds you to it. It keeps you consistent, like Sarah just said, and it's fun. And it keeps that social aspect going too. Being with other people is really, really important, and also something that we as chronic pain thrivers we're not always great at that. Sometimes we isolate because it's just, we don't want to talk to anybody, and it's difficult to get out of that isolation bubble. Believe you me, I know. So finding a gratitude texting partner is, something that is certainly fun, and a fun idea for you. Gratefulness.org is a great site. So many months ago, I had Christy Nelson on the show, who is the executive director of a network for grateful living. And she wrote my all-time favorite gratitude book. Now, I have a lot of gratitude books. This is my favorite, Wake Up Grateful, it is called. It is a beautiful, beautiful book. I've taken courses from her. We've become friendly. She's a friend of mine now. She runs a network for grateful living, as well as the website, gratefulness.org. And let me find this website for you guys, if I can. Where's gratefulness.org? Come on. Well, let me see if I can bring it up. If you're new to the broadcast, you will see that I am kind of a tech nerd, not a tech nerd, because tech nerds know what they're doing. I am tech challenged. And lately, since I've gotten my new computer, I kick myself out of my own broadcast somehow each episode. So, yeah. So if that happens, I will be back. Okay, I think I've got gratefulness.org up. Oh, it was here. I didn't scroll down. Okay, so gratefulness. Oh, am I still here? Hang on, do I have it up? There it is. Okay, let me get rid of this banner. Gratefulness.org is a beautiful website, and they have places where you can, there's this tab up here called practice. And if you scroll down, there's something called a daily practice space. Click on that. See if it works. Things are running very slowly tonight. Okay. So they have word for the day. They have daily questions like we do an attitude of gratitude with chronic pain. They also, if you go back to, they offer different ideas for practices, different articles. It's a beautiful, beautiful website. So I highly recommend, if you are having trouble finding gratitude, go to gratefulness.org, and you will definitely find ways that you can practice gratitude through there on a different level. It's absolutely beautiful and stunning. I've taken a lot of their free seminars through there, and they're just really inspiring. That's another idea. Go on their website or on their Facebook page. They're always offering free webinars and all that. The last one I did with Christy Nelson, it was like a 6-week every Tuesday night thing. And they're not usually that intensive rather. But the last night, John Kabat-Zinn was the special guest, which was quite a surprise. He's kind of the father of mindfulness meditation, and kind of a geek when it comes to that. So he's like a celebrity to me. So that was completely awesome. Okay. Arlene, I'm late today. I'm so happy to get at least 30 minutes live. Me too, Arlene. Glad you're here. Pamela Creighton showed up as Facebook user joining late. Okay, good. Oh, good. I have the Wake Up Grateful book. You will not be sorry, Mary. Not be sorry at all. It is gorgeous. I can't read it enough. Yesterday, I can't really. Yesterday, I booked a guest. I'm not sure when she's going to be on. I believe the end of October, I think. So that's what we just decided on. But she is a resilience expert, and she's a best-selling author with 2 books on resilience. So I'm super excited to have her on. Forget her name offhand, which is terrible. Lisa something, but she's fantastic. I can't wait. I'm so excited about all these guests coming on. All right, I want to hear from you guys. Tell me your gratitude practices. Tell me what you do, even if it's, gratitude journaling that we've talked about already, or if you do something different. We'd love to hear it. John Kabat-Zinn, I know that's exactly what my reaction was when he showed up. I was freaking out. It's funny, as you grow older, I'm 52 years old, and I'm really into, obviously, the whole personal development field. My celebrities and mentors have completely changed from who I looked up to from back in my Duran Duran days in the 80s, where it used to be Simon Le Bon. Now it's people like Christy Nelson or John Kabat-Zinn. My best friend, Brene Brown, even though she doesn't know she's my best friend. Someday she'll know she's my best friend. Okay, what other ideas we got? All right. So you can watch old episodes of Gratefully Living the Chronic Life. And I'm not trying to plug the broadcast here, but there are 57 episodes, and they are all on our YouTube channel. Did you know we had a YouTube channel? Some of you do because you're watching on YouTube, but let's see if we can get there. Can we get to, yeah, here we go. So if you go to YouTube, Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain, and I think that's the, that's the URL or whatever. It's youtube.com/Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain. We have a YouTube channel. So I've got all of our old episodes are on there. And did you know I have various playlists that are, well, some of my private ones are showing up here, which isn't good, but I've got various episodes on things on gratitude songs, gratitude talks that I like. Fuchsia Sirah's on there a lot. Not all of our breathing breaks, but a lot of breathing breaks. Breathing bubbles, which I post as our breathing breaks. It's a whole source of all the like great videos that I love that bring gratitude. I have in a playlist on our YouTube channel. So subscribe if you're not a subscriber on there. We have a link in the Facebook group, but it's go to YouTube and Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain, and you will find it. There's lots and lots of great stuff on there. Speaking of YouTube, there's another great channel besides Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain that I've recently found, and I've been sharing videos from them. I shared one just this week of an older woman talking. They're called, let me see if I can find it. They're called Green Renaissance, and they post short videos. Where is it? Here we go. Short videos that are so inspiring. All about being grateful. This is the one, All in the Mind is the one I posted this week, and I know a lot of you watched it and really loved it. They're so inspiring. If you need a short nugget of gratitude, find Green Renaissance's YouTube channel. You will, I don't know how they get this footage. They're absolutely beautiful videos, and I highly recommend them. So that is a great way to find some bonus gratitude in your day as well. Green Renaissance, they're called. I see this showing up here, so I'm going to share this now too. So we've been talking a lot about finding creativity. 2 weeks ago, I had on Lacey Mucklow, who is an art therapist. And so we've been promoting a lot of art therapy and using creativity to find gratitude in our sister group, the AOG Cooking, Crafting, Gardening Club. And she mentioned, hang on, let me remove this. She mentioned something called mandalas, which is, mandalas are these circular pieces of art that you draw, doodle, paint, color, whatever. And they have a lot of benefits, which I've written down somewhere. Benefits of a mandala. They've been shown to, in clinical studies, to boost the immune system, reduce stress and pain, lower blood pressure, promote sleep, and ease depression. Let me show you. I've posted this in the journaling club before. And I will post a link to all of these things in the post-episode recording of the show. But let's see. Where is it? Here we go. All right. How cool is this? Can I make it bigger? Here we go. These are gratitude mandalas. And this exercise, which again, I'll post the link, says to create this mandala, she drew 2 circles, divided the outer ring into 8 segments, and she filled each segment with a doodled pattern with 8 things she was grateful for. Now, this person's an artist. We aren't all artists, but you can really kind of make it what you want. And Lacey really got me thinking of mandalas. In fact, we've become quite friendly, and I have been telling her I think her next book should be a mandala book. She shared with us one of her mandala books, actually, mandala journals, actually. And she had said something about the circle and having art be contained, and how it's less intimidating to people to do a mandala, something in a circle, than something that is more free form. She had a much better scientific explanation than I'm doing right here. But look into that. It's a really great way to boost your gratitude. So let me get rid of that and that. Getting on the list. So how about you guys? Let's hear. Arlene says, when I wake up every morning, the first thing I think of is how amazing it is that I have another day. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sandy says, gratitude journaling. I try to spend time in nature every day, which leads me to gratitude and poetry. Poetry is nature and poetry, both great ones. If you're a member of Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain, you'll know that Sandy each day gifts us. It truly is a gift because she's quite a talent who is yet to be discovered, but in AOG, we have discovered her very well. And she shares with us her poetry. She writes these poems that are just breathtaking and very accessible and relatable about, not always literally about gratitude, but a lot of times about her morning, her coffee, her cats, and what she's feeling that day, the morning sky. They're just beautiful. Poetry is a beautiful way to find gratitude. I think it was 2 months ago or so, I had on poet James Cruz, who wrote, what book is it? He wrote a couple books, but this one, How to Love the World, Poems of Gratitude and Hope. He was a wonderful guest too, and his book of poetry really is inspiring and brings a lot of gratitude. So I highly recommend this book as well. And nature. So say I'm skipping around here, but taking a walk in nature. One of the things, and I've actually put this as a challenge, a gratitude challenge in my upcoming book, is a walk. Not only a walk in nature, but walks in nature are so beneficial. They make us feel to appreciate, get out of ourselves and appreciate what is out there. It really helps us to put things into perspective in life. And sometimes get out of our own head, because that can be key. Getting out of our own head can be quite difficult. And being in nature, looking at the beauty of the colors, depending on the seasons, the leaves are starting to change. All the colors that are in nature helps us to feel grateful and appreciate what we have. The challenge I put in my book, the Teen Boy Gratitude Journal that's coming out, is taking a walk and looking at things through the eye of a toddler. Now, if you've ever walked with a toddler as an adult, you will know that everything is exciting. Everything, because they're seeing a lot of things for the very first time. So everything's like, oh, look at that, look at that. Look at this. They have to feel everything. They want to put things in their mouth. They have to experience everything. And it's so beautiful. And it's something that we lose as we become adults, because we've seen them before. We've experienced them before. We've maybe tasted them before. We've felt them before, but we can try to do that and try to look at life in nature, in our homes, look at life through the eyes of a toddler again. Pretend that you're seeing things for the very first time and watch what happens. You'll be really pleasantly surprised as to what happens, and how much you don't realize that you're missing. I think one of the prompts I put in the Teen Boy Journal is something about looking at your immediate surroundings, right? In fact, you can all do that now. Look at your surroundings right now, wherever you are at this very moment. What about it are you grateful for? Are you grateful for, having shelter, being warm, being dry, hopefully, being out of fires, hopefully. But, in your immediate surroundings, maybe you have pictures of your family. Maybe, obviously you've got internet access. Isn't that a wonderful thing to be grateful for? There's probably so many things in your immediate surroundings that you take for granted that you don't realize, because you're looking at them through the eyes of somebody who's looked at these things a million times. Trying to look at them with fresh eyes, like I said, through the eyes of a toddler, and see what happens. I love that challenge. I try to do it as much as I can, because it really, really helps. Let's see, where are we at? Seaton says, I have made 3 Post-its and move them once a week. I say something I'm grateful for every time I see a gratitude Post-it reminder. Awesome. Speaking of gratitude Post-its, you can win a stack of AOG gratitude Post-its. Today I'm grateful for, with our logo down here. All you have to do is put in, and you have to make sure you're logged in, so then it logs you in. Make sure that your name is coming up. #gratitude. And I hate to say it, but make sure you're spelling gratitude correctly, because if you're not, it won't pick it up. GRATITUDE. And we'll do that drawing at the end of the episode. Oh gosh, coming awfully soon. Let me get through this list. Okay. Make a happy playlist. I know some of us do this already. I have a happy song playlist on my iPhone that I listen to, not every morning, but mornings in particular where I feel like I need a boost. All of my favorite songs, songs that make me happy and feel uplifted. Happy by Pharrell is, of course, one of them. Brave by Sarah Bareilles is one of them. Anything that makes me, Mandy by Barry Manilow. Ugh, yes, guilty pleasure, but I cannot not sing along and belt out to Barry Manilow with Mandy. Love it, love it, love it. Make yourself a playlist of happy songs that you can put on when you need it. It really, really helps you guys. Maybe you do that. Hopefully you do that already, but if not, it's a really great, easy way to get gratitude in your life. Something else I have been recently talking about is reverse gratitude journaling. What do I mean by reverse gratitude journaling? So instead of writing about things you're grateful for, write about a trying time in your life, a time where maybe you've overcome something, a time, maybe the worst time in your life. Write it down. Feel the experiences again. For me, there's no question, it's June 20th, 2013, when I woke up from a DUI, not knowing where I had been. It was the worst day of my life. And I can look back on that day and feel grateful at any time, no matter how much pain I'm in. I can look back on that and say anything's better than that. But with reverse journaling, you write down the worst time in your life and try to feel what you were feeling, remember what happened. And by writing it down, it will give you that extra therapy versus just remembering it. Write it down and go to it from time to time. And I promise you that you will feel grateful for what you have in this given moment. And you will also give yourself a boost of, hey, I made it through that. There's that great quote that we post in the group all the time, and you see it all over Facebook. It's something like, you've made it through 100% of your days, or your track record for making it through bad days up until this point is 100%. And it's true. To this point, we've made it through every single bad day we've ever been through. How did you do it? You've used a lot of tools and tricks and badassery to get through it. So write it down, reverse gratitude journaling, keep it somewhere where you can go to from time to time. In that same note, something else I put in my upcoming book is a gratitude object, I call it. Pick an object. It can be anything. It can be a rock. It can be a pen. It can be a Post-it note, like Seton said. Pick an object that's going to remind you to be grateful. You can even write gratitude on it. Put it somewhere that you look at frequently, maybe behind the kitchen sink, in your bathroom, on your vanity, where, by your bathroom sink, by your computer, something that whenever you look at it, it will remind you to be grateful. Any object, it can be anything, but make sure you put it in a place that you look at frequently. And it's a great way, write. I know Arlene does the kindness rocks, which are so popular around the world. Find a stone, paint gratitude, write gratitude on it, and place it somewhere. It will help. Let's see. I want to get to more comments here. I knew I was going to run out of time. Let's see. Hashtag gratitude. We got a lot of hashtag gratitudes. The ability to join a toddler in their sense of humor is something I am grateful for. No kidding, Pamela. Isn't that the best, to see things through a toddler's eyes? It's the best. Everything's exciting. Everything. They can't contain themselves. Sometimes they wet themselves. They're so excited. Sometimes I wet myself when I'm not excited, but that's a whole other story. It's awesome to look at life through a toddler's eyes. It absolutely is. Seton named a playlist. Good for me. I love it. And she also says, my longest list was created on one of the worst days of my life in June of 2018. Awesome. I'm glad glad you made a list. That's great. So I'm going to remind you guys, since we're winding down, make sure you put in #gratitude to win some Post-it notes. Before I forget. So if you want to join our group, again, if you're just joining us, Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain, you can also check out my website, gratitudeaddict.com, and everything about the group, the broadcast, book, my book coming out, upcoming books, and all that's all on there. So you can kind of see everything as a whole in there. Even the YouTube channel's linked on there, so you can check that out. All right, let's get back to ways you can boost. So watch a gratitude movie. What's a gratitude movie? Well, there's lots of movies out there that, for me, bring out a tremendous sense of gratitude every time I watch them. And I'm going to give you a couple examples. Okay, the first one I thought of is a movie called Slumdog Millionaire, which I think was nominated for an Oscar, I don't know, I want to say 5 years ago, but it may be closer to 10. Great movie. About a boy from India who was, I believe he was accidentally abandoned by his family in a train. No, is that the right movie? It was about an Indian boy. I know that. And it goes through his life, horrific life in the slums of India. What's the name of the, I can't think of the name of the town, but the slums of India. And your heart just goes out to this poor boy who turned into a man, and the hardships that he went through, the conditions he had to live in. Every time I watch that movie, which hasn't been in a while, I'd like to watch it again, I feel grateful. There's also a great movie that was out, maybe early 90s, called It Could Happen to You. It starred Bridget Fonda and Nicolas Cage. And Bridget Fonda was a waitress in a diner, I think in New York City, didn't have money at all. And this cop who played by Nicolas Cage, he comes in, he doesn't have money to leave her a tip. So he says, if I win this, he has a lottery ticket. He says, if I win this lottery, I'll give you part of the money. And she's like, yeah, whatever. He wins the money. I think it's actually based on a true story now, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, I don't want to give away too much, but, well, he wins the lottery, but there's so much more to it. It wasn't really a spoiler alert, because if he didn't, the movie would kind of be over. But watch that movie if you've never seen it. Les Miserables. You know, I'm a musical fanatic because my daughter's an actress, singer. We're Broadway fanatics. If you watch Les Miserables, what Jean Valjean, who's the main male character, goes through, as well as many of the other characters, you will be grateful for what you have, believe you me. Titanic is another great one. And I have to say, I did take some of these from a list I found online. So I'm not, I want to give credit where credit is due, and I will link to it on a site. Some of them I came up with on my own. Others I took from this site. The Titanic, you know, Jack, played by, what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. He doesn't have much. And then he just embraces life to its fullest. And there's a quote. He says that, I figure life's a gift and I don't intend on wasting it. You don't know what hand you're going to get dealt next. You learn to take life as it comes to you to make each day count. Great quote. And then real quickly, Forrest Gump, Freaky Friday. And one of my all-time favorite movies is Mr. Holland's Opus. So watch a gratitude movie. There's also a great documentary. I think it might be off of Netflix, but it's called Happy. That's all. It's just called Happy. And Dr. Bruce Singer had us watch it at Silver Hill. All about happiness, and you will feel grateful every time you watch that. Arlene, I think somewhere in the comments you mentioned a gratitude meal, and I have to start winding this up. So another thing I've written about in the book is have a gratitude meal. And what I mean by a gratitude meal is the next time you sit down for a meal, or next time you have time to sit down and really enjoy a meal, take time to really savor it. Dr. Singer had us do this one day at Silver Hill. He had us sit at our table, and we weren't allowed to talk to each other. We had to sit there, take each bite very slowly, mindfully, savor each bite, think about where did the food come from, what had to happen for that food to get on your plate from, the farmer, the person who grew the vegetables, raised the livestock, poultry, whatever, what had to happen for that to then get to the distributor, to the person working at the grocery store who sold it, the person who bought it, the person who prepared it, the person who put it on your plate, how you're able to afford such a meal. Think of all of these things as you're sitting down to your next meal. You will savor each bite and you will be grateful for the fact that you have food. These are things that we often take for granted. Let me quickly see comments. I don't want to get too far behind. Slumdog Millionaire. He was lost at a train station, right? I thought so. That same actor that starred in it was in another movie that I think had something to do with a train station. But yes, he and his brother get separated, right? At a train station when he's very young, right? Such a good movie. Now I want to watch it. Oh, my mom's here. It Could Happen to You is one of my faves. Agreed. Totally agree. Arlene, as a prepare a meal, I think of all the things I'm grateful for. Yeah, you can do that gratitude meal too when you're preparing a meal. If you cook, think about, what it takes for you to prepare it. And again, what it took for you to get it from the store, the farmer, and all of that. Sarah, Mr. Holland's Opus is my favorite movie. Agreed. Sadly, not many people know about it. I know. It shocks me. It absolutely shocks me. I was talking to Lacey Mucklow about it. She had seen it, but oh gosh, I bawl my eyes out at the ending scene of that movie. And I can't say what it is. I do not want to give it away, but it's Richard Dreyfuss. He's it goes through his life. He's a musician. He wants to be a famous musician, but he needs to make money. So he ends up becoming a teacher to make money temporarily until he becomes a famous musician. I don't want to say much more. What a beautiful, beautiful movie, Sarah. I'm so glad you watch it too, because when I say I bawl my eyes out, like I do the ugly cry, because I just can't get over it. I just love it. There's a book about gratitude and how we have food. Oh, please share that. My dad's here. I'm grateful when Mimi prepares a meal for me. I'm so glad, Dad. Gosh, I'm running out of time. Let me just see if I missed anything really important. Oh gosh, there's gratitude podcasts again next week. My guest Julie Boyer, whose podcast is Wake Up with Gratitude, is going to be on. There's also the Gratitude podcast. I'll put as many links as I can in the post-show recording. I hit most of them, I think. Oh, Freaky Friday is another really great gratitude movie. There's a couple of versions, but I love the more recent one with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. Think about having to... Lindsay Lohan's like a teenager and she has to switch to her mom's body. I think her mom's in her 40s and she calls her the Crypt Keeper because she's so old. And then Jamie Lee Curtis has to be her teenage daughter. You definitely get gratitude when you're watching that. Try to give yourself a no complaining day from time to time. Say, today's going to be a day where I do not complain. That really helps to boost your gratitude too. All right, I am at 8:59. One more thing I just wanted to say, besides gratitude movies and YouTube and all that, gratitude books, as you know, I have a ton of them. I already mentioned that I love Wake Up Grateful by Christy Nelson. I swear she's not paying me to say any of this, but this one, which is also by a network for grateful living called Everyday Gratitude, is a simple book that has gratitude quotes page by page. If you're just looking for a real quickie inspirational post, something about gratitude, this is a great book. It's called Everyday Gratitude. Highly recommend. I'll put the link in the comments. So thank you guys all for being here. I hope you got something out of this episode. So let us do our giveaway. Last chance, #gratitude for anybody that didn't put your name in. Hopefully you all did. Okay, let's see here. Let's share. Oh, wait, somebody's got another movie. The Color Blue is an old movie, but so good, about a blind girl, stars Sidney Poitier. Good to know. Good to know. The Color Blue, I have to remember that. I have not heard of it. Love Sidney Poitier. Sarah Garrett, A Year of Gratitude by Jorge Rose. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. All right, let's go to the, let's see, let's go to the giveaway. Can we go to the giveaway? Giveaway tool, here we go. We only had 6, come on, you guys, only 6 people entered. Do you not want the stickies? All right, let's go. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Who we got? Sandy! I just sent Sandy, I can give you something else. I just sent Sandy these stickies. I've been promising them because she won our Scrabble contest in the group like months ago. And I promised her that I would get her these stickies. That was the prize. And I never did. And I just sent it to her like a couple of weeks ago. Sandy, I'll give you something else. Let's do another one. Let's do it. I think we can do another drawing. Sandy, I'll get you something else, I promise. Or if you want another sticky, I can send you that too. Let's do another one. Can we do another? All right, draw again. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Congratulations, Sandy. Who else we got? That's funny. I've literally given the stickies to like 2 people and you're one of them. Mary Bendewald. Yay, you won stickies. Congratulations, Mary. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Next week, again, awesome episode with Julie Boyer from Wake Up with Gratitude podcast. And thank you guys for watching each week. I know an hour is a long time, especially at this time of day, especially for those of us living with chronic pain and illness. And I can see that when we get people, generally, we keep them. You guys don't leave during the hour. So it really touches me very much that you watch, and I appreciate it. So peace and love, and I will see you all next week. And let's see if I remember to do the closing tonight. Here we go. See you next week, gang. Bye. Love you.